My wife Carrie and I met in September 2008 at Valonia High School. I was a senior, she was a sophomore. I had just transferred from Prairie Grove. My very first class I had with Carrie, it was World Civ. Uh, she introduced herself as soon as I walked in. I was kind of shy, kind of standoffish, so I barely said anything. Uh, Thankfully, weeks went by. I kind of opened up, got to talking with her more, and then after that, we hung out the entire time we were together at school. And then when we weren't at school, we were talking or texting on the phone. At the end of the year, right after my graduation, I went into the Army and went straight to basic training in Missouri. After that, we kind of lost contact, didn't really get to talk too much. And then I went to advanced individual training at Fort Jackson, South Carolina. At the toward the end of my advanced individual training, I found Carrie on social media, and then told her that I had 2 weeks coming up, and then I definitely wanted to see her. Uh, After that, we really hit it off even more than we had before. Um, that's when we really technically started dating. I remember our first date, we went to the movies and saw Despicable Me. Um, and Unfortunately, my 2 weeks kind of ended fairly quickly, and I had to go to Grafenberg, Germany. Um, as 19 years old, like, I didn't know what to expect in Grafenberg, Germany. I got off the plane in Frankfurt, and all I remember is just seeing all this snow because it was January. And being from Arkansas, like, we get maybe 1 to 2 inches, and they had a foot and a half as soon as I get there. Uh, I still kept in contact with her, even though it was kind of hard between her school schedule and my work schedule, plus being 7 hours ahead of her. We still talked as much as possible way through the night, even though I had to get up early the next morning for PT. After a couple months, I decided this is it. I want to marry this girl. I asked her to marry me. She said yes. We started planning our wedding for June 6, 2011. We actually got married in the same church that her parents got married in Van Zant, Missouri. And as a symbol of our marriage and eternal devotion, we gave each other wedding bands. Even though I was super sick on our wedding day, still the best day of our life, one of the best days of my life. I remember the exact moment that she gave me my wedding band and then said her vows, and then I got to do the same. And with that, like, I told her, like, she had offered down the road, hey, I can get you a better band if you would like, because we kind of didn't, we were very young, didn't have too much money to our names, so we kind of went on the cheaper side for the band. That way we could have more extravagant stuff for the actual wedding and ceremony. I told her, no, I love this one. This is the one that you gave me. This was the one that means the most. And to this day, I still feel the same way. I wouldn't get rid of this ring. We've had so many special moments together, and then every time I look at my ring, I think of our 2 kids, our dog that we have had for almost 5 years now, our adventures. She actually got to come to Germany for 3 months before I left, and then we moved to Fort Bragg, North Carolina, where we spent 3 years, and then unfortunately I had to medically retire out of the Army, and then now we're starting a new chapter here at ASUBB and working toward our degrees. But I definitely still keep the same promise as my eternal devotion to this one woman, and I am very grateful that I have her in my life.